Hello and welcome back to the Girls Cappuccino. My name is Daisy.
Peace, Elsie.
Thank you for tuning in to KTV, where we understand the mind of God. And so before the break, our lovely Peace was telling us a wonderful story about her and her mom. Before the break, we were talking about our relationship with our moms, how it was before, like when we were younger, and right now how it is now that we're all grown up. Yeah, so over to you, Peace.
Well, yeah, so as I said, growing up, my dad was a strict one. So my mom kind of leveled things. And so, okay, so I went to boarding when I was very young. Okay, I was almost turning 9, but I was still 8. I was a few months to turn 9, and I stayed in boarding for, I think, 2 or 3 years. Then I came back. So the boarding school was so far away. I don't even know how it came up. I don't even
How you?
I don't
You
even
found
know how we
yourself
got there.
there. Yeah.
But I think my brother was one taken there, and we're like, us guys are used to being together because tumechana na literally a year
Okay.
between my sister and I and my brother.
So was your sister also in the same school?
Yeah, we all went to the same school, to that boarding school. Yeah, so at first we were like, hey, boarding, let's go. We didn't even know what boarding was, you know.
I don't know why people used to be excited about boarding.
I
I
know.
remember I was so excited about boarding.
Nikafika huko, I don't think if even a day ended because instant regret. But now, I mean, I'm just a child. I'm wondering, how do I now start telling my parents that I don't want boarding anymore?
Yeah.
Shukisha. After they've already
After many
spent
years.
money. And my dad used to like pay for fees like
Yeah.
almost a whole year. So now, you know, it's just a lot of stress. Yeah. Another time, I just thought, you know what? I dug this pit. Let's just.
Deep dive into the pit.
I used to cry every day. It was the worst school ever. Parents out there, never take your kids to boarding. Unless like they're old enough. And old enough is like, I don't know, secondary school, high school.
Of class 6.
I thought class 6 new dog.
Really?
Yeah.
Honestly, I was so excited about joining boarding. Yeah.
Maiden.
Nearly joined when I was 10.
Mm.
I was
10?
So happy. Yeah.
And you were okay with it all through?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was so happy in fact.
To be away from.
Yeah. Unajua home ilikuwa so stressful. You never know when utachapwa. Like just one wrong move, please.
real.
One wrong move and that's it. Alafu guy, what was with the sleeping time? As in
Dalala 8.
honestly 8 like 7:30 at some kokokta. Nilikuwa tunakanga tu awake hadi like 9. Like, okay, I'm assuming ilikuwa 9 because I didn't want to watch or something. But I used to stay awake for so long because I'm like, Sasa, what am I doing in bed at this time? And then I was like, hey, because when I joined boarding, it was fun. It was so fun. Hadi sikuwa nataka kwenda home 10-year holidays.
What?
Alafu, okay, but by God's grace, I was in a really good school. Like, really good school. Like, hatukuwa na those, okay, enjoy nimekuwa interrupt, but
It's okay.
so hatukuwa na those introngaje those as in sijui kuosha kufua nguo. We had laundry, like people to do laundry. We had the menu was really nice. Like our meals were really nice. Especially Sundays. Sundays kwa tunakulanga chipo. And then we kula chipo, mnaenda meeting ya kuchekiwa nini grooming. Sasa we used to have grooming after lunch. There was a grooming. Sasa grooming ilikuwa you cut your nails, you clean your ears, you do what? Short grooming. After grooming mnafanywa checking. Like if your nails are short enough, na matron sasa. And then you sit down, you're given sweets and what. Just to be so fun.
Hey, you went to a nice school. As kwanza, we went to a school in Kakamega. Okay, it wasn't a good school. But I loved the fact that it had a pool and we got to see, like we learned, as in that was the highlight for my sister and I. But everything else, horrible. Would not recommend, like, negative 1,000 out of 10. As in, it was that bad. No.
Oh well.
So it was really bad, and then like the culture shock.
Okay.
Hey, and then we came from a
So
very
what was the culture shock like? What was
that's Kakamega. As much as it's in the town, it's in a
it was
town
like-
place. Everything is so different. Like on this other side, we're used to a posh lifestyle, posh menu.
Yeah.
Alafu suddenly you're eating githeri.
Why?
You're being beaten. The other side, we're not even being beaten. Nil, time out. Yeah, okay, I went into depression. Because what was that?
Depression at 8 is crazy.
Bro.
But as I imagine.
Yeah, it was such a shift. But now the good thing, like when you're being beaten, so if you have like a sibling in that school and they don't want you to be beaten, they take your canes on your behalf.
Really?
I know. So like my brother used to take the canes for my sister and I, cause like surely how old am I? I was so tiny.
So how old was he at the time?
He was, I think, 12.
Class 6, around that?
Yeah, around there. And
Oh,
he
yeah,
used
have
to
a good
be very,
brother.
yeah. He used to be very, yeah, he's into fighting and all that. But so us guys were quiet, like my sister and I were so quiet, so chill. So anyone who'd try something, he'd come through. Yeah. So we were just always getting into trouble and he was always the one. Yeah. And then there are times where like my mom would sneak some food for us. My mom continued with her duties from afar. Like she'd bring us milk, she'd bring us just basic snacks here and there. Yeah, just at least to help us survive. Because like the food there was bro. Oh well. But okay, it was not that bad, but it could be better. So after I think when I got to like 11 or something, because I stayed there for 3 years. So when I got older, I spoke to my sister. At this time, my brother had already finished primary school, so he was in high school, and high school was boarding, of course. So we had a meeting with my sister, and we were like, "Hey, why are we still in this school? What if we just talk to mom to take us out of the school?" And so she was like, "Kai, do you think she'll?"
How old are you at this
I think
point?
11. Yeah, I think grade 5, class 5 or 6 there. So at least now I'm older, I can speak for myself and all that. Yeah. And so, we go there, we brace ourselves because, my mom is an easier parent than my dad. My dad unatetemeka too before you even reach there. So my mom is like, "Guy, of course. I thought you guys were happy there. Why didn't you say
All
this whole time?" I'm like, "Hiya. Kumbe, this whole time I've suffered for all these years." Because it was like we said it yesterday, the next day my mom already has come with a list of schools, so
really?
choose between these ones.
Mkajiuliza kwa nini mkusema mapema?
I know. Yeah. So anyway, one of the schools, my friend was there, so I was like, yes, that's cool. And my mom went to talk to my dad. My dad was like, cool.
Really?
I know.
You were happy?
Very. I was like, this whole time, where was this mouth? Yeah, so anyway, we left boarding and went to day school. But now when it came to now high school, I was now looking forward to boarding because now I'd already been there. Even coming back home was awkward for me because I was already used to boarding. So now I was looking forward to boarding and I couldn't accept anything less, But boarding at a young age is very bad. I think it drifts you away from your parent. It makes you independent at such a young age. And till date, I can't, like that mentality at being under someone's care. I can't. Because I remember even when I finished school, I directly went to work. And once I worked and I found money for myself,
Yeah.
I moved, you know.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, boarding is horrible again. I do not recommend. Anyway, so at that time now, I feel like that space, yeah, high school, and especially now after I had come back from boarding,
Yeah.
is when reality hit. And I was like, what was I doing in boarding at 8 years old, you know? And I felt like now the relationship with my mom, I feel like she could have stopped it. She could have done something too. But then, so at that time, I didn't really have a clear picture of the dynamics at home. And so I hated her for the longest. Like, our friendship was so, yeah, that friendship thing got finished.
She was trained.
Exactly. And so each of us was just trained in our own way. And that continued. I became like Miss Independent, like, and all that. But I think now, when I became like when I started, going out there and learning more, and in my 20s, I think early 20s is when now we started repairing our relationship. It was a lot of work. It's a lot of work to repair a relationship with your parent. But yeah, it went well. I think by the time I was like 22, 23, thereabout, our relationship was now much, much better. And so we were even better than best friends ya kitambo, yeah. Because now I was free to tell her, there's this boy that's, and she'd give me advice and all that.
Really?
Guy, kwanza now, my mom is truly, mi niko hapo kwa best friend, sasa, maybe hata sister. Yeah, because I feel like right now we have really repaired all that. We really had to sit and talk things through and understand what happened, why it happened, why it had to happen. So I don't think there's anything that I have done that my mom doesn't know. I don't think there's anything that I'm so serious.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Especially tumeshafika okay. Especially once I came to Christ.
You told her?
I told everything. I told her, Mommy, remember that day I told you I was going, yeah. This was
How did she react?
partly she was not surprised.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because she was like, girl, you're my daughter. I mean, as much as we were estranged and all, we were best friends at some point. So I know you and I know how far you can go. Partly she was, I don't know, maybe she was shocked kidogo. But she took it very well. She was like, I'm so glad you are open enough to tell me. And like, she's my safe space. As in, I can't even be embarrassed to tell her anything at this point. Yeah.
Okay. Seriously. Okay, don't know if we haven't looked at the sisterhood. If you're watching this, well.
Tap into the grace.
I don't think we've figured that yet. Okay, or at least, I don't feel comfortable yet. Maybe she has, but I don't think so. I don't think so, not yet.
Okay.
I haven't told her about a lot, like especially what I did when I wasn't in Christ. But it's because I don't know how she would react. My mom is really, she's an overthinker. I don't know. She's like me in short. And actually, me, I'm sure if it was my daughter telling me at this point, I wouldn't accept it yet.
But you'd be surprised, though.
I'd be surprised, but I'll be, why? I mean, why? And then I'll start self-blaming.
Okay.
Yeah, and then now I think that is what she'd do.
Okay.
Now. Be like, guy, as it shouldn't be like, I get. Even if maybe, for example, there's a time in her life where she went through the same thing. She wouldn't let it out and be like, well, she'd be like, guy, what didn't I do? What did I do wrong? And what? I think it's just personality. It isn't about where we are at. I think that's just her personality, and it's mine too. That's why I understand her.
Okay.
That's also my personality. I'd be like, guy, I wasn't there for you enough. I wasn't, you get. So I feel like self-blame a lot, and in short, there's no benefit of telling her like right now.
Okay.
I don't think I'll ever even tell her.
Okay.
Unless she finds out by CG watch method. She watches the show. Well, yeah, but I don't think I would. And it's okay. Like it isn't like a bad thing necessarily. I think it's just our dynamic, like our mother-daughter dynamic. Like I think that's where we are at. And until now, we're in the next space. Yeah.
I think for me, considering how my mom was brought up, my mom never took alcohol. Never, like my mom.
Really?
My mom.
And how is she so cool about all this?
That's the thing now, because like before I went to tell her, that was in my mind, and my attitude was like, me, I'll never tell my. How can I tell her all these things? And she's never done all that. And even now, till now, she's never done that. She's always held on to the faith. She got born again when she was 12. You know, so I'm like, hey, all this judgment that I'm about to face, no, thank you. Yeah, but I don't know, we, after now being close, slowly by slowly, she created such a safe space. And to be honest, I was so shocked when I told her, and to see her reaction. I even told her, me expected you to react to us.
Yeah.
And she's like, imagine, no, I'm your mom. I'm just, nearly Leah, oh gosh. Yeah, but she was so cool about it. And she was like, you know, sometimes you need to go through these things so that you learn, so that you grow. It's not the end of life. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just amazing. So now, let's talk about, let's say career. Let's go into career. Like the choices your mom made in career.
Okay.
What did you pick up from that?
Okay.
And what choices have you carried through? What choices have you let go? Yeah.
Okay. So where do I start? I'll start with where she is right now. My mom is, well, she's a jack of many trades. A jack of many trades.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she literally does everything. As in, I don't think there's something my mom hasn't done in this lifetime. In terms of business, actually, I think I really picked from her, like what I do. Because my mom is really business oriented. She's employed, yes, but she's not at the same time. Like she has a consultancy firm, like a consultancy firm that she started herself.
Wow.
And yeah, so she does consultancy for so many companies, and she does HR consultancy, she does marketing consultancy, she does sales consultancy, logistics consultancy. Now in another firm, logistics, in another firm, sales, in another firm, marketing, in another firm, like in another company, HR. So you can't really know what she does. Yeah. And apart from that, she has so many businesses here and there, like really good businesses. And so, but she wasn't like there. She didn't start from there. Like, she didn't start from. Of course, you know, our parents really went through it when they were starting out. So also she went through it like a lot. And from her stories, when she got married really young, so she didn't have time to pursue her dreams. But then my mom wanted to be a baker too. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And imagine I just found out like some while back, I think last year or the other year or something.
Okay.
But she wanted to be a baker too. And yeah, it's crazy to think that if she actually continued with her journey, she'd be like a renowned baker right now. But anyway, life has its twists and turns. So when she was setting out, that was her passion, cooking and etc. So she did nutrition and etc. And now later when she got us now, she had to like pause and take care of the kids, etc. And my dad really wanted her to be like comfortable, so he wanted her to be a stay-at-home mom and to take care of the kids, and he was like, I'll handle everything. But my mom, she's really like, I don't know, goal oriented. Like she can't just stay as in. And also I feel like it's dependent on purpose, because for some people like that's like their calling. Like being a mom, it's a calling.
True.
And apart from how everyone is a mom, yes, but for some people, like, this is your area of expertise. But for her now it was different. Like, she knew she wanted to be a business owner of some sort. So, but she didn't have a lot of money then. They were just newly married. They both didn't have money. My dad was just working in some 8 to 5. My mom now, so since she wasn't in agreement with dad about the whole working thing, she used to wait for him to leave, and then now anaanza kutafuta majobs, like sijui za atafungua biashara nini. So she sold everything from Mabuyus, or they used to live in Mombasa at the time.
Okay.
From Mabuyus, what to socks and what. She opened a butchery. I don't know why a butchery, but she did. Yeah, and it really skumad her for some number of years, and then all of a sudden now she funga the butchery. She opened a hotel.
Wow.
She sold mandazis and what, and food and rice and etc. Then she opened as in she's just been opening and closing things for the longest, like her whole life. So yeah, like, okay, finally she got into employment now when we were a bit older. Not older really, but she was in class 1 there. Now she got now back into employment after they agreed with dad and everything. So long story short, yeah, like, her career has really, I feel like her path has really influenced mine, because seeing her work hard and still balance, like, family and her marriage, like, my mom is literally the best wife. I'm not her husband, but I know. But I just know, as in, because of how, like, she takes care of dad. Like, mimi ushanga, as in, yule mwanamke bomba for real.
Proverbs 31.
Aki for real, as in for real, because I can't remember, like, when I was younger, the way she used to wake up so early, like, because I settled she was working at an international company, so she used to work, like, within their hours. And we'd still find her, like, we'd sleep, we find her on her laptop. We leave her on her laptop. We wake up, we find her on her laptop, and we're like,
you didn't sleep.
Yeah, after nakumbuka, I used to tell my friends, like, my mom doesn't usually sleep. She's just like a vampire or something. Yeah, but my mom has a really, really good work ethic. And I think just watching her, conquer the world step by step really inspires me even today. Like, if I have a very serious problem, like, my mom is even my business partner, because I usually call her and I'm like, I have this problem, so I'm crying and my mom hates people who cry. So
Yeah.
I should even cut her the call and be like, Nicola tumemaliza kulia. She hates tears and she hates weakness. Actually, she hates weakness. She's like, you can't afford to be weak, especially in a crisis.
Okay.
She always says that. Like, you can't afford to be weak, especially in a crisis. So when I call her, I just know what she's about to say. You can't call her crying. And then I call her and I'm like, Mom, okay, this is happening. I'm so stressed. And she'll be like, okay, does it have a solution? Yes. What's the solution? And we come up with a solution, and she's like, try this. If this won't work, try this. And if that won't work, then try something else, like something completely different. But she's so, like, I don't know. She's a star. I think that's how I would summarize it. She's a star. And yeah, I really, really, really want to adopt, like, because I don't feel I have yet. I really want to adopt her work ethic in terms of career, in terms of life, in terms of balancing everything, because she really has a lot on her plate, career-wise and business-wise. But even so, she still, like, manages our lives. Like, she has, like, 3 children, I mean, and a husband, and now my shushu, because my shushu now, she's dependent now on people, and so dependent on her, and so she still has that, and she's managing it quite well. Like, for her, when it's time to rest, I'm telling you, you won't even talk to her, because it's her time. It's her time, and it's her time. But when it's time to work, it's time to work, and when it's time for family, it's time for family. Like, I don't know how she has managed to balance everything so beautifully, so perfectly, like a symphony. But yeah, I think the day I'll be able to master that, honestly, nitakuwa nimefika. Yeah, I really admire her for that.
Okay.
And what about you?
Okay, for my mom, I will tell you right after the break.